On Monday, we told you about DBi Services closing their doors last week. Their website now says the decision to close was made because their primary lender discontinued all funding, plus challenges from the COVID-19 pandemic, like supply chain disruptions, higher material costs, and the labor shortage. The statement also says their subsidiary, Digital Traffic Systems, will continue to operate. A job fair will be held for former DBi employees at the Hazelton Launch Box on Broad Street in the city from 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. on Friday. One of the people who helped organize this job fair talks with our Lisa Sugar in today's news feature.
The Hazelton area is dealing with the loss of one of its major employers. DBi Incorporated had its main headquarters here in Hazelton with locations throughout the United States. I am pleased to be joined by Mary Malone, who is the president of the Greater Hazelton Chamber of Commerce. Mary, this is very sad news. How did you learn about the news?
Actually, Lisa, I heard on it on social media late Friday night when a number of the impacted and affected employees, started putting word out there. So everyone was taken by surprise, typical early notifications and things like that by a company who's faced with this didn't seem to occur. And so a good chunk of the day today has been spent, attempting to make contacts and get some answers, in particular by those employees who were impacted and affected as at the closure point.
So they closed, and so how many workers now do we believe are affected here locally in our area that are out of a job?
Again, this is still unconfirmed, but my understanding is that it's between, 100, about 150 employees locally here in Hazelton. But again, I would say it's still an unconfirmed number at this point. And as different service providers from the State Department of Labor and Industry, our local United Way, the folks, the team at the Hazelton Career Link, trying to get, it's critical to get the names and addresses of those employees so that, we can host meetings. We've also been, had outreach by a number of other local employers who have the need to fill positions of similar skill sets. So we are taking those names, and as soon as we get that address, hope to have a job fair. And then again, importantly, everyone's got a lot of questions that they need answered, and trying to assist in that regard.
When something this big happens, Mary, what does it do to the community as a whole?
Obviously, the impact to those, immediate employees who received that kind of jarring, unexpected news on Friday, it's difficult. But then you have the, where those folks were employed. Where did they get their coffee every day? Where did they purchase, their groceries, or where did they do their banking or get their lunches? So those are kind of the ripple effects and as you said, even 150 employees is a good size employee, in the city of Hazelton. And so you're definitely going to feel those types of things.
No, there's no good time for something like this, but it comes right before the holidays. But is it kind of maybe in a better situation because so many companies are looking for employees right now?
Absolutely, the silver lining. And like I said, everyone is working to make sure that we can connect those employees to those opportunities that are out there with other local employers so that we can get them connected as quickly as possible to new alternatives. But it still certainly is a lot of upheaval and those types of questions that you're faced with, especially when, again, there appeared to be little to no warning whatsoever for such a drastic step. And again, we would look to our partners like SSPTV to assist us once we can get a rapid response, either meeting to put out the word in general, or if employees want to call the chamber office, and be happy to take their name and address and connect them to the other companies that we've heard from that are in fact hiring. Also, Lisa, I just want to do a special shout out and thanks to Senator Yudichak's team, who reached out immediately and has been attempting to assist us as well in either getting answers or making those connections. So we are blessed in our area for very dedicated elected officials who are also looking out to help members in the greater Hazleton area.
Today's news feature is brought to you by Feisner's Ford in Freeland, who is celebrating 75 years in business. Give them a call at 570-636-3920, or you can log on to feisnersford.com.